Marie, number 16. And then we have Beyonce, 15. I gotta move that real quick. And then number 14, Amy Winehouse.
Yeah, very sad situation with that.
Yes, I totally agree with that one. Number 13, which I'm really appalled that she's number 13. We have Madonna at number 13.
Wow.
Number 12 is Barbra Streisand.
Mm-hmm.
I would have put Madonna, not to be mean to Barbra Streisand, but I think I would have put Madonna a little bit higher than Barbra Streisand.
Me
That's
too.
Just me.
Me too. And then number 11, which I still a little bit insult. I think she should be number 1. The disco queen of herself, Donna Summer, number 11.
Yes.
Number 10, I'm going to pronounce her name wrong.
Fantasia Barrino.
There you go, Spider.
See, I'm looking at the same link now.
Thank you.
From American Idol in 2007.
And number 9 is Alita James, jazz and soul legend.
Etta James. Etta James.
Etta James.
Yep.
And then my favorite chick in the whole wide world of chicks, number 8, Christina Aguilera.
Mm-hmm.
I don't care who you are. She's my girl. Number 7, Celine Dion. And then we have Patti LaBelle, number 6. Number 5, which I also think is kind of rude, is Tina Turner.
See, I don't know who arranged the list, but they arranged it really funny.
Yeah, they did.
Right? Yeah.
They should put the legends close to the beginning of the list and put the 2007s or upper, towards 20 era. Then Janis Joplin, which is completely true. Number 4. 3, which she should be number 1. Aretha Franklin, the Queen of Soul. And then number 2, Mariah Carey. She should be number 20 in my books. And then number 1 is Whitney Houston.
Ah.
I can kind of agree with that. I mean, I wasn't really a huge Whitney Houston fan, but, everybody who's anybody knows her from the Bodyguard soundtrack. I Will Always Love You. I mean, you hear that and yep, that's Whitney Houston.
Whatever.
That is true. Was the chart, did it say the top 20 female vocalists? Was that the heading? Or because I'm noticing that it's mostly pop and R&B, but Janis Joplin seems like the only rocker on the list.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I noticed that as we were going down, too. So it's a good list, but it's kind of suspect.
Yeah, I have this one, 35 Women Changed the Music World Forever, which I wanted to read this one, but I didn't get a chance to, because I kind of lost a lot of time. But it doesn't do anything. I can't click on it. It doesn't tell me where I can go to see the 20 people. And it doesn't really show me anything. So I'm kind of disappointed in this one.
Well, how about we switch gears for a minute?
Okay, go for it.
If I may. And we'll ask Susan. We'll say, what are some of your either inspirations of other female artists, or who are some of your favorites?
Janis Joplin is on the top of my list. Her sound that raw sound is just ridiculous. I just aspire to be that. I don't know how she did it. But she's my all-time favorite. And I have to say, Whitney Houston her voice was just so powerful and moving. So she's another one. Hey, you know who didn't make the list? Britney Spears.
Well, are you shocked?
Yeah. No. No, but I thought maybe, they would stick her in there, but I guess they were. I'm not shocked, but she usually ends up on the list.
Yeah, I mean, I won't debate that she's made an impact. I mean, she's definitely made an impact on the pop music scene from when she debuted and when I don't think she does a whole lot right now. I mean,
No,
I think
she's
she still tours occasionally, but she's pretty much, on hiatus, so to speak. But she definitely made an impact. I mean, there's a lot of female artists that could have been on the list only really for that, too, just for making really a powerful statement in the scene, so to speak.
Right. And since the topic is women in the industry, what I was said earlier about there not being too many women in rock on the list, and because there's not too many women who do rock, they mostly gravitate to R&B and pop. And as singing rock, I thought, wow, there'll be more opportunity for me because there's not that many women doing it. But actually, there's a lot of closed doors that I had to kind of fight through, that a lot of people kind of can't wrap their head around a female singing rock. So that was another little stumbling block that we've been pushing through. Oh, you know who was at the voice? Way up this, on the other subject, my brain. The singer from Heart.
Yes, Mrs.
That's
Spider.
a strange coincidence.
Yes, Miss Spider. We were just talking about that Ann and Nancy Wilson from Heart.
Oh, badasses! They are. Oh,
and they're from Seattle too.
And they are still touring. They toured very recently with Def Leppard. Very recently.
I hear they've been very active, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yes. They come to the Puyallup Fair every single year and do a performance. And I have not got a chance to miss them see their show because I can't afford the tickets. But I will get there eventually. I have a friend of mine who just loves these chicks, and if it's their birthday, when we were in high school, I'm dating myself here. When we're in high school, she'll actually say, "Guess what, Shell? Like what? It is so and so's birthday." One of the Wilson sisters, and she'll actually say "Happy birthday" to me for one of the sisters. Like, okay.
Wow.
Yeah.
No, total respect for those two.
Absolutely. And another list we have here is 100 great women. Greatest women in the music industry. This is all a group, though. We got the Pussycat Dolls. We had Demi Lovett. Some of these bands I haven't even heard before.
Demi Lovato. Yeah, Demi Lovato.
You read the list.
Well, let me pull that link up because I didn't really look up. I already kind of think the list is kind of suspect because if they're going to say 100 greatest, and I mean the Pussycat Dolls, yeah, they were a good pop act, but I don't know if I'd call them one of the greatest. No offense if any of them just happen to be listening. Not particularly a fan, so don't be offended.
Mandy Moore.
Mandy Moore, okay. I can kind of hear more of that. I just still
Phillips.
don't know.
They're 95.
Yeah, Phillips. 95. That's suspect.
Mm-hmm.
Suspect. Let's see.
SWV. They're number 88. Do you remember SWV? The one of those singers had those long nails. She grew those as her real nails. They curled. Sorry, I remember that. The little things you remember of these music these artists is you remember those details.
I'm looking at the list here, and some of them I'm kind of jumping around here, so I'm jumping around the numbers. Number 70, they have Macy Gray, and I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but I am a fan of Macy Gray to a certain extent, and I would have expected her to be a little bit higher. She's got one of those voices that really kind of stands out from the crowd. Like Susan, you were talking about Janis Joplin, about how she just has that raw kind of that oomph to her voice, and that's kind of one of the things I really like when I look for a new musician. I like to have distinctive, something that helps them stand out from the rest. And Janis Joplin, of course, and Macy Gray. Courtney Love is number 69, which, not to make a joke, of course, but 69 is probably an appropriate number. That's probably the worst I'm going to be this evening, so I'll try to be good.
That Paula Abdul is 74, which I didn't really think she was all that great, but that's my opinion.
Well, she comes and goes, I guess. I mean, she's more famous now for she was on, not The Voice, she was on American Idol.
Yes.
I think. She was one of the judges.
We got Marley Cyrus is 82, Spice Girls 81.
You know, the Spice Girls, while I wasn't really a huge fan, I probably would have put them a little bit higher on the list just because they did make a pretty huge impact when they came out.
Yeah, because they all came out right when boy bands were making their way through the music world, so they came in being an all-girls band.
Yeah.
Dino.
Here's another rock one. Here's Shirley Manson from Garbage at 61. How do you feel about that, Susan? You think 61's accurate?
No. Be much higher.
Definitely. See, the rock women just don't get a fair shake.
No respect. I know.
Courtney Love is 69.
Yep. There's that joke again.
So yeah, I don't know. When I was looking for these links, I was looking for the history of music artists who actually changed the history. Oh, Leah Rhymes, 62. Well, she's put in wrong. But that's just my opinion because she's awesome. But the only one who came on here was Aretha Franklin, and she's like, the soul of Queen Soul. I don't care who you are. She's awesome.
Who is number one
on this list here?
This list has Madonna.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, this list has Madonna.
And also Miss Spider, the lead singer of the band you're talking about. Her name was Amy Lee.
Yes, Amy Lee. She is number... Because I just saw her on the list here as well.
Yeah, she is number 49.
They have her on the list.
49.
Yeah.
Which I'm really upset that this one lady is never on the list is Bjork. I love Bjork. I love her voice. Huh?
I think I did see her on the list here, though.
Did you?
Yep. Let me see if I can find where she's at here.
I love Jewel. She's 41. Oh, the Dixie Chicks?
Bjork is 29.
Yes! I didn't get that far.
There you go.
29.
Bjork is 29, who she also put out a new album relatively recently, I think in the last 2 years or so.
She's been on Facebook a lot promoting that album, too. Shania Twain, 35. Anyway, yeah. So
no, to deviate from the list a little bit. I want to kind of go off in like a tangent here. We've been talking about how it's more difficult for women to kind of break out into the industry itself. It's kind of funny that most of my favorite female artists are not real big as far as the industry goes. They're more on the independent side, and they do a lot of their own work. Like Garbage right now with Shirley Manson. Most of the funding for their newest album, I believe, they've done kind of on their own on a smaller time label. And they've been around since the 90s, of course. She's been very distinctive, very smoky kind of voice. Another musician that I'm real fond of, her name is Imogen Heap. She's from the UK. It's nice to know somebody that has heard of her other than me, which is pretty awesome.
Yeah, and somebody just introduced me to her music recently. I found out by accident, and I'm so glad that I know. Isn't that funny? I know that.
See, it's a perfect coincidence. She makes electronic, like the electronic kind of poppy music, but kind of low key kind of stuff. And she's been working with these other folks on these special gloves that you hook them up to a computer, and as you move your fingers and move your hands, it makes music.